Hello everyone, and welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're going to be taking a look at a knife from Buck. Comes in this standard yellow style packaging here. So you've got the Buck knife logos on the left, Edge of a Legend, and of their famous forever warranty. Established 1902 and the Buck anvil on this side. On the back again, Buck, and this one was made in China. And then we've got the birthday for this one is July 30th, 2022. And we're going to be looking at the Canoe, and the model number for that is 389, but this isn't any Canoe, this is the Walmart exclusive, so the model number for them is 0389 BNSW-B, so very long-winded. Inside the box then you get a little bit of paperwork which is about their warranty, so you've got famous forever warranty, spares and repairs, bits and pieces like that, and then on the back a message from the Buck family. And then a little bit there from CJ Buck, the current president and CEO, chairman of Buck Knives. So I want to give a big shout out to John over at Thrifty Caniffy, because he did send this one over to me as a gift, along with another one from this same Jigged Bone series from Walmart. But let's take a look at it. So here it is, standard sort of Buck Canoe close length. We have 3.75 inches closed. You can see we have nickel silver bolsters on either end, and being a classic Canoe pattern, you can see these raised portions of the bolsters. Now that's sort of designed to hide the tang, so you haven't got them catching on your pocket. It's one of the reasons why I really love a Canoe pattern. Honestly, the amount of people I hear that say they love Canoes, but I don't think they get carried enough. So I'm probably going to put this, well, no, let's change that. I'm going to put this one in my pocket after I've recorded this video, and I'm going to carry it for a couple of days and see how I get on with it, because I've had it for a while. It's been waiting to be reviewed, and I just love this thing. I love the jigged bone. See that? It's advertised, I believe, as like a red or a brown jigged bone, but you do have the amber colours in here as well, and then the darker bits on the inside of the jigging. And you can see it very nicely matches the pile side of the knife. We have nickel silver pins holding this together. Bit difficult to get them flush as they're within jigging, but there's nothing sticking up. I can't feel anything sharp on them at all nicely rounded over and peened down. We do have a nickel silver Buck shield on here, just the script on there with a little R for trademark. Steel liners on this one as well, and the fit and finish on this is absolutely fantastic. The most minor of gaps, and you can see just about down here, maybe a little bit on this side, but honestly the other side pretty much perfect. Nothing that I would complain about in any way, shape or form. See, the handles are nicely contoured here as well, a little bit more bulged out in the middle where the bone is, and you can see them ramp down towards the bolsters either side. It's been hafted beautifully. There's no sharp edges at all. As I was mentioning, it's one of the stronger points of the Canoe, with the tangs being underneath these bolsters. There's nothing to catch on your pocket. So steel liners and springs on this one. We have rounded over tangs, so we're going to have no half stop, so it's going to be a cam tang on this. Let's take a look at the pen blade to start with. Not the strongest of pulls. I would say about a 6 for the pen blade. So we have a nice sort of crescent moon style nail neck on here. Edge grind, pretty even all the way along. And the same on the reverse, maybe a tad heavy on the tip this side. And you can see they've gone a little bit over into the sharpening choil, but very, very minor. You can see we also have a hollow grind on this, and a nice satin finish on the blade. No swedging at all. Some nice plain blade shape. And then for the full tip to tang length of this, we are looking at pretty much bang on the 2-inch mark, maybe a hair over, with a cutting edge of 1.75. And as I mentioned, no half stop, so just all the way around. Nice and smooth, no grittiness at all. I haven't cleaned this out. This is exactly how it came out of the box. It's smooth as can be. You can hear the snap on that as well. Really nice. Main blade then, I'd say it's between a 5.5 and a 6. Probably a little bit of an easier pull. As you can see, the nail nick's quite far back on this blade near the tang, whereas on the main blade it's near the front. But I imagine if it was back here, it'd be a bit more a harder pull. But it's not going to be a super hard use knife. This is going to be like a secondary or a fifth pocket carry for most people. See, we have the buck tang stamp there, $3.89, and then the upside down T with a dot, which you can tell from the box is a 2022. Edge on here, really nicely done as well. Nice and uniform all the way down. Maybe a little bit shallow towards the sharpening choil, but that's very, very minor. On the back then, again, done really nice. And I will say, screaming sharp out of the box. Buck always do a great job with their sharpening. Whether it's a Chinese-made buck or an American-made buck, they always come really sharp out of the box. Again, you've got that crescent moon style nail nick, and you can see the hollow grind on the blade there, the way the light moves with it. Comes down to quite fine behind the edge, not super thin behind the edge, but enough to get most of your cutting tasks done. Blade stock, nice thick blade stock on this one. You can see we've got no swedges on there either. A nice strong point as what I'd like to have for piercing. You see, you're not going to have any problem with that sort of snapping off unless you're doing something really silly and prying with your knife, which you shouldn't do anyway. Satin finish. Little tiny bit of blade rub, I will say. You can see that just up there. But they are cramming two blades that are quite thick into this small little gap, so it honestly doesn't bother me at all. Blade length then. Tip to tang, we are looking at 1 to 2.6 inches, and then a cutting length of 1 to 2.25 inches. So this is definitely going to be a UK friendly knife. Non-locking blades under 3 inches. Very sort of unthreatening pattern, because it literally does look like a canoe, as it's named after. Now, I have got the one, so this one isn't available in the UK. Let's get that out of the way. This was sent by John, as I mentioned. This is a Walmart exclusive, so if you want it, you pretty much have to get it from the US and have someone ship it over for you. You are able to pick up a $3.89 canoe here in the UK. Heine Haynes have them for about $37. They're on the Buck website for about $40. They are on other places as well. Exactly the same, just has the laminated wood covers. This one I have used and abused. You can see it's been resharpened multiple times. And honestly, early on in my knife collecting, I carried this thing loads and I loved it. So I've got no reason to believe I would not enjoy this one. But same model number, this is just in the laminated wood. You can see they're absolutely identical. So overall, it's a little bit pricey in the UK. 37 on Heine. Honestly, I think it's worth it. 420G to steel. Now, it's a steel that not some people don't like, but it's perfect for me. It's easy to sharpen and maintain. It doesn't take a lot of effort to sharpen it either. And it holds an edge for relatively well. Mostly the jobs I'm going to be doing throughout the day are very light tasks. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this review. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.